Hey everybody, I'm going to eat a couple habaneros and tell you how it goes and give some feedback as I go. For years I didn't like hot stuff. In fact, even jalapenos were a little bit too much for me. And then about 5 or 6 years ago was the first time I ate a whole, or not a whole, but the majority of a jalapeno, enough to really experience it. And I didn't like it. It was too hot for me. So then I went a long time, a few years actually, without having any more. But then, about 6 months ago, I decided to reapproach these hot food items and try and build up tolerance and whatnot. So I started back with jalapenos, and then I went to serrano after that, and then I went to Thai chili after that, and then I've been doing experimenting with habaneros recently. I'm planning to do the next one up soon, which I forget what the next one is. It's either like well, I guess there's several that are hotter than the habanero, but I think the next one is, I want to say it's either the Trinidad, I don't have the list in front of me, but it's like the Trinidad Scorpion or the Boot Jalaki. Those might even be the same one, I don't remember for sure. But I'm planning to do that one next, or those next, and then eventually hit the Carolina Reaper. Trying to find a good source for them where I live. We don't really have a good suppliers around here. Like, I've checked all the local grocery stores, none of them have it. The habaneros are pretty common, but that's about as hot as you can get, so I'm trying to find a good source for those. In the meantime, I'm having some fun with habaneros, so I'm gonna eat a couple right now, and I'm gonna just, like I said, give feedback as I go. I've got a bottle of water handy. I don't have milk handy. I try not to use milk unless I'm dying, which I haven't had that happen yet, I don't think. I've got water. I know water doesn't really help, but sometimes it helps just to wash it down and whatnot. So it doesn't really help with the heat, but it helps just to clear the mouth out. So I'll probably do that, especially with the habanero, because I don't really like the taste. In fact, I think the taste is nasty with habanero. I've heard other people say that they like the habanero. I think it's nasty. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and do this. I've got two of them right here, orange habaneros. These range Scoville wise. So jalapenos are average of around 3,000 or 4,000 Scoville units. These average around these range between 100,000 and 350,000. So average is whatever, 200, 225, we'll say, Scoville units. So that's a lot hotter, in theory, than a jalapeno. So I already said this, but I'm going to say it again without further ado. Here's eating two habaneros. I'm going to eat them as quick as I reasonably can. Here goes. Oh, the taste is not. I don't like the taste. That's awful. Oh gosh, that's so bad. Oh, it's not that hot yet. I mean, it's hot, but it's not bad yet. But the taste is awful to me. Gosh, oh, that's terrible. Oh gosh, oh man. I'll chew it for a few seconds though. Then I'll wash it down and eat the next one. Oh gosh, it's so bad. Oh gosh. Oh man, that's so oh. Now as I swallow it, the heat picks up significantly. It just skyrocketed. I gotta wash it down because that taste is still in my mouth. It tastes so awful. Oh gosh, it tastes so awful. Oh man, yeah, that water. As some of you may know, the water doesn't help the heat, but it washes down the taste. It still tastes nasty, but not as bad. Okay, I'll quit yapping and I'll take down the second one. Yeah, that heat just skyrocketed. Oh gosh, it's so bad. Oh gosh. Oh god, it tastes so bad. Oh man. Wow. Oh, no, it's hot. Funny, this is actually maybe one of the hottest ones I've had. This might be the hottest one I've had. Mm. There we go. Got most of the taste down. Oh, that's still. It's mainly gone. Oh gosh. I can still taste it. Oh, wow. The heat is really hot right now. But my reaction now is just because of the taste. It's like I don't know why I don't know why I dislike it so much, but the taste to me is awful. Oh, I still got a little bit in my throat, like a seed or something. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Oh gosh, that tastes so bad. Wow. And yeah, I think this is the hottest one I've had. I think this has to be like, well, I don't know how many, but so I've had a few habaneros before. I just ate two, and I don't know which one it was, but I think these are. I think these are hot. One of those is the hottest one that I've had. But it's still okay. Like I'd say one 1 to 10. 10 being just excruciating, unimaginable pain and heat. It's not even that spicy. It's just hot. But I know I keep looking off to the side just because I'm looking at my my face on the screen, but my camera lens is right here, so I'll try and keep looking at the lens. So super hot right now, but it's not it's a little, actually this is more spicy than it usually is. Usually it's just heat. One of these, maybe both of them, are actually spicy also. I noticed that with both the serranos and the Thai chilies, actually, that they were hot but also spicy. They weren't as hot, of course, naturally, because they're lower on the scale, but they were like more spicy. And generally I find with habaneros that they're not as spicy, but they're just hotter, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, I should say. That's what I was trying to say, but I had to spit in my mouth. Didn't come out right. I'm gonna have a little bit more water just to help my stomach, because I'm feeling it in my stomach already. Hopefully dilute it a little bit. My stomach doesn't feel great right now. It's not bad, but no cramps or anything, but feels like it feels like oh, hang on. It's weird. I just had a really sharp pain in my throat, like a sharp, spicy bite, and okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my stomach right now feels kind of the way it does, like, oh, that burp, that did not taste good. It tasted just like almost as bad as the habanero itself. My stomach feels like the way your stomach feels half an hour, 20 minutes before you're gonna throw up. I don't think I'm gonna throw up though. I haven't thrown up from chilies before. And actually, the pain, the heat, I'm gonna close my mouth for a few seconds, because I find that if I'm breathing, then the air cools it off. Like if I go like this, breathe in, it cools it down considerably for a few seconds. And so I'm gonna close my mouth for like 10 seconds and see how that affects the heat. Because right now it was really hot a couple minutes ago. Oh, that's right. On a scale of 1 to 10, at its worst a minute ago, it was 5, maybe. It's so hard to I guess try and rate it and scale it, but I'd say it was about a 5 or so, give or take. Hot, but not bad. And now it's. Oh, that's right. I'm going to close my mouth for a few seconds to let the heat kind of build up in my mouth, and then we'll maybe try one try one more thing after that. So here goes. I'm going to close my mouth for, let's start with 5 seconds, see what happens, starting now. Okay, I noticed it went up about, no, when I noticed that it increased in temperature, not by much though. One thing I found in the past though is if I rub my tongue against the top of my mouth, do it like hard and fast, then that heats it up considerably. So I'm going to do that for 10 seconds, and I'm going to see I'm going to see how it feels after that. So here goes. That got really hot, actually. That got about as hot, maybe, yeah, around as hot as the chili itself was at first. So, I'm gonna do it one more time. One more time for 10 seconds, starting now. When you're rubbing your top of your tongue, the top of your mouth like that, it takes about 5 seconds for it to kick in, and after that it like slowly heats up. I think if I did that for 20 or 30 seconds, it would get even hotter. I'm not going to right now though, just because I don't want this video to take forever. But actually right now the heat is like probably, it's probably 75% gone. So it's only been like, what, 5 minutes or so, maybe 4 to 5 minutes, and the heat's probably, yeah, 75% gone. So it's fine now. Like I feel the heat, and I feel a little bit of spiciness, but it's like it's almost right now it's almost like it's not even there. Like I definitely notice it, but it's like whatever, not a big deal at all. So I've seen people react very strongly to habaneros, and I just also, having said that, I'd also like to encourage people, you can build up a tolerance to it. I mean, know what you're getting into. I wouldn't jump straight into the hotter peppers like habaneros, and even Thai chilies are pretty darn hot. They're all hot. But if you're wanting to build up your tolerance, I mean, do whatever you do at your own risk, of course. But just kind of know what you're getting into. I kind of, like I said, I've built up my tolerance to the point where I was actually surprised at how hot this one was, because this is the hottest. These were the hottest habaneros I've had. But I've worked my way up to them, so I can handle them fairly easily now. Except for the taste, though. Again, the taste, I don't know why the taste to me is disgusting. Like, oh, even thinking about it right now, I don't want to think about the taste. But anyway, I hope this, like, one of the reasons I made this video is to just encourage people to, like, I wouldn't suggest like going straight to the hottest chilies, but if you want to build up your tolerance and maybe start enjoying some hotter foods, like I find myself enjoying hotter foods these days. For example, sriracha sauce. I didn't used to like sriracha sauce, and now I do like it. I'll put it on different things. So you can build up your tolerance. I wouldn't jump right in, like I said, with the hot stuff, though. I wouldn't go straight to habaneros. I mean, do what you do, but I would start with the smaller stuff, jalapenos, serranos, etc. Work your way up. Kind of just maybe go one step at a time or something like that. That's worked well for me, and I plan to keep doing it. So I hope this video has been enjoyable and helpful. I hope you enjoyed the ridiculous faces that I made as I was dealing with the disgusting taste of the habanero. The, in my opinion, disgusting taste. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.